What's up YouTube? It's PokemonGymHero, and today in this video we are going to be going over my Turbo Darkrai deck that I placed first with and I also placed second with at my local card shops tournament. This is a very consistent deck. This deck sets up very fast, unless of course maybe your Hoopa gets prized. Or maybe both Shaman get prized, but other than that, this deck just really hits. It's always consistent. It's very powerful. And so people have been asking me, they want to know what my deck looks like. I'm going to go ahead and go over it. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Pokemon first. So here we go. I run 2 Yveltal for the first attack, mainly because Oblivion Wing, if I discard a Dark Energy, I can attack with this if I have to lead with it and bring back energy and attach it to a Darkrai. So I play 2 of those, 2 Yveltals. Alright. Next up, we got Hoopa. This is the promo. I do have the full art, but of course I PSA grade and I care about the condition of my cards, so I'm not going to play a full art Hoopa. I'm going to just keep it with the promo. Very simple. I play 1 of those for the Scoundrel Ring. Play it onto your bench. You get to search for 3 EX Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand. Just a great way. You play it, you get your 2 Darkrai, you get Shaman, set yourself up. Of course, 2 Shaman, it's a must. You need this for consistency, for drawing, for setting up, first turn. Really great card, as you know. Everybody has at least probably 1 Shaman or 2 in their deck. There's a few decks that don't run it, but that's just rare. But many decks play this card. 2 of those. Also, of course, the main attacker and the name of the deck, Darkrai. I play 4 Darkrai EX. Its main attack is the Dark Pulse. Does 20 more damage for each darkness energy attached to all of my Pokemon. So I think the most damage I've gotten it up to is about 180. So you are potentially one-shotting things and definitely 2-shotting. So this is the main card. This is the main attacker. This is what the deck works around and plays off. So that is 2 Yveltal, Hoopa EX, 2 Shaman EX, and 4 Darkrai. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon in total. Right there. Alright, moving on to the trainers. Now, there are tons of trainers in this deck. Tons. So, here we go. These are all the first one-ofs. I play 1 Team Flare Grunt to disrupt energy. Discards an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. It can be any energy, special energy, regular energy. I play 1 switch so I can switch off my Pokemon from my bench if I ever get stuck with Hoop out there. No Float Stone or anything like that. I have this to switch out my Pokemon. I play 1 Float Stone. Usually attach this to Hoopa. Sometimes you can attach it to Shaman. Just really depends on what your situation is. I play 1 Parallel City. I play 1 Lily. This is another good draw card, especially if you play it turn 1. You get to draw up till you have 8 cards in your hand. I also play 1 Enhanced Hammer, another energy disruption. Get off that special energy. You know, you could be going up against Mega Ray, Yveltal. There's quite a few decks that play this, that play the double colorless energy. Almost every deck, basically. I mean, this deck doesn't run it, but I would say about 85 to 95% of the decks in the format, standard format, that's what I play. I play standard format, play double colorless energies. We also got 1 Hex Maniac to cut off abilities. 1 Professor Kukui, so you can do 20 more damage. You never know when you're going to need that extra damage. And you also draw 2 cards from it. So those were all my one-ofs. Next, we're going to be getting into the staples of the deck, basically. Of course, 4 VS Seekers. Almost every deck has that. Standard. We got 3 Trainer's Mail for consistency, so we can get our trainer cards that we need. Maybe you need a Stadium. Maybe you need a Float Stone. You know, whatever it is, Trainer's Mail is probably going to get that for you. 2 XP shares. These are a must to attach to Darkrai. Just in case your Darkrai gets knocked out in the active spot, you can attach the 2 Darkness Energy, or if you have 1, you can attach the 1 Darkness Energy to your other Darkrai that are benched. Got 2 Lysanders to switch off the opponent's Pokemon from their bench into the active slot if they play Shaman or another weak Pokemon, so you can switch them out and go for an easy KO that way. I play 2 Fighting Fury Belts. These are definitely a major help, boosting Darkrai's from 180 HP to 220 and doing 10 additional damage. Then we play 4 Max Elixirs. This is definitely help. This is a definite must. It speeds up the energy attaching process, gets energy onto your bench Darkrai's very fast, so you can set up and be ready if your other Darkrai's die, and it just builds up, you know, Darkrai's ability where he attacks in for every darkness energy. Silent Labs cuts off basic Pokemon. Once you get set up, you don't really have any Pokemon in your deck that use abilities. So once you do your Hoopa and your Shaman setup, you really don't have any other cards in your deck that do abilities, but your opponent's deck definitely probably does. And if you get this turn 1 after you do your setup, it's going to definitely disrupt them so they can't set up with Hoopa or their Shaman. I got 2 Escape Ropes. This card is so underrated in my opinion. This card gets you out of so many situations. It's really great when you need to swap out and you have a float stone on the back, and then you can bring it up and then just retreat. So really great card, overlooked I believe. Should be on every deck, at least one. And we got, of course, the 4 Ultra Ball. That's a must. You know, you get a bad hand. If you get a Ultra Ball in that hand though, it automatically turns around because you can search, get the Hoopa, get your two Darkrai, get a Shaman, and you're just gonna be rolling after that. And I run 4 of those. Then 2 in. Great if you're down and you want to disrupt and set your opponent's hand back to maybe 2 or however many prize cards. Also, different draw support if you don't get the Lily or the Professor Sycamores. And that's the last of the trainers for Professor Sycamores. Pretty much a must for sure in the decks, in all decks pretty much. And then, of course, on top of that, we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 darkness energy. So there you have it. That is my Darkrai Turbo deck right there. If you have any thoughts, any opinions on my deck and how you think it is, go ahead and leave that in the comments. If you have any questions about switching out any of the cards that I play for another card, you can ask me that too. I'm always open to answering questions for y'all. But thanks for watching my video. Thanks for tuning in to this deck profile of Turbo Darkrai. I promise if you build this deck, you will not be disappointed. It is a great deck. Like I said though, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. But if you want to be awesome, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get it started. I will be having deck profiles, pack openings, booster box openings, PSA send-offs, PSA returns, all different types of things for whatever you want to watch. So just keep a lookout, and follow me on my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube channel, PokemonGymHero. And thanks for watching.